And once you finish installing this plug-and-play remote start kit, all you have to do is press the lock button twice with one small interval. Just like that. And here you go, the car is running. Hey guys, today I want to show you how to install MyKey Premium remote start. I'm going to be working on Kia Optima. It is suitable for 2014 to 2015 models. It's a facelift generation. This product is 100% plug and play. You don't need to cut any wires, and it works with your original key. It also comes with two additional functions: automatic door lock unlock and smart timer. I'll show you how it works after we install it. And a very important part is this product, it only works with push button start. So if you have a regular key start, then this product is not for you. But if you have a push button start system in your car, then this product is just for you. And very important, there are two different models of Optima, a facelift and a non-facelift. So if you have a non-facelift, we have a different video for you. But for a facelift, we're going to be using this car. And the easiest way to tell if you have a facelift or non-facelift is by looking at the taillight. So please make sure your taillight is just like this before you order this product. And now let me show you how to install it. In this package, you're going to get a set of wire and a module. And for this specific model, make sure your dip switch is set up like this. 1 is up, 2, 3 are down, and everything else is up. And if it's not preset, you can always do it yourself. Just like that. And also, if you don't like the flashing light on when you remote start your car, you could simply pull the 3 down on the right side, just like that. And for this installation, you would only need a Phillips screwdriver and a rubber glove. So first step, we're going to be removing this panel underneath the glove box. Before that, we're going to unscrew this screw. And I'm going to remove this panel. And to do so, after you unscrew the screw, you squeeze the inner pin and pull the panel down. So now we get the access to the smart key module. It's placed over here. So now we're underneath the glove box, and we're going to be removing this piece first. So this is where we're going to be using our glove, so we have a little better grip. Here you go. So we're going to squeeze these pieces and pull the connector out. This way we'll make some room for the next part. And then right above, we're going to be disconnecting two connectors. They're placed right on this thing. This is a smart key module. There is not enough room, so we're using the glove to have a better grip. Like I mentioned before, one connector is out, and all we're doing is we're pressing this pin, wiggling around, and pulling the connector out. But make sure you press this pin all the way. Otherwise, you're going to be killing yourself disconnecting it. One is out, and then right above this one is a little smaller one. Same idea. We're pressing this pin and pulling the connector out. We're only going to be using these two connectors. And now I'm going to be connecting it to MyKey Premium T-harness. So these two side of the connectors will go into the MyKey Premium T-harness, small with small, and the bigger connector with the bigger one. And these two side of the connectors will go back into your module. First, we'll do the smaller one. Please take your time. I know the space around there is a little tight, so you don't have too much room to play around with. So take your time, don't rush, and make sure when you put this connector in, make sure this pin is facing the opposite side from you. You could also move the wires around it to create a little extra room. Here you go, the small connector is in. And also make sure it's all the way connected. If it's halfway in, the car will not work properly. And the last one, the bigger one, here you go. Both of them are in. So now we have these two connectors. We're going to be plugging it to MyKey Premium module. And again, make sure your dip switch is set up like this. One is up, 2, 3 are down, and everything else could be up. But if you don't want the flashing lights when your remote started, pull this 3 down. So now the data connector goes first, and the power cable always goes last. Just like that. And once you test it, you could simply take this module and put it all the way up there, and then put the panel back. Or you could also put it behind this panel, there's plenty of room, or you could put it above here. And once you finish the installation, all you have to do is press the lock button twice with one small interval. Make sure you press it not too fast and not too slow. And here you go, the car is running. And also a quick note, if you want to shut the car off, it's the same procedure. The lock button 2 times. And once you're inside the car is still running. It's in sleeping mode. All you have to do is press the brake. The car activated itself, and you're good to go. And this is how the smart timer works. Let's say if you want to make a quick stop, you want to keep your car running, and you want to hold on to the key, and you want to lock your car. Well, with MyKey Premium, you could do it. The car is running. I have the key. I'm going to press the door pin, hold it, and now the car is locked, and it will stay running for 20 minutes. And this is how the automatic door lock and unlock works. As I'm about to approach the car will automatically unlock itself, and once I leave, the car will lock itself. Here you go. Here you go, the car unlocked itself. And once I leave, the car will lock itself. And here you go, the car is locked. To activate or deactivate these 2 additional functions, smart timer and automatic door lock unlock, you only have to do it once after the installation. All you have to do is lock your cars, press the brake, hold it, and press the unlock button 2 times with a 1 small interval. Just like that. In respawn, you're either gonna hear a 1 beeping sound or 2 beeping sound. 1 beeping sound means the function is off, and 2 beeping sound means the function is on. And in case if it didn't work, here's a couple of things to follow. First thing, make sure all the doors are closed. If one of the doors is slightly opened or not fully closed, the remote start wouldn't work. Another thing is, make sure when you're pressing the lock button on your key fob to start the car, make sure you press it with a 1 small interval. Just like this. And if it still doesn't work, it's probably one of the connectors didn't sit well. So all you have to do is uninstall everything and then install it again following this video. And make sure when you do install it, push every connector all the way in. And another thing to check is the dip switch on MyKey Premium module. Make sure your dip switch is set up correctly. And if it still doesn't work, please reach out to MyKey Premium support. It's support@mykeypremium.com. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped. Leave a comment down below if you use this video to install it in your Kia Optima. Thank you guys. Bye.